Hello, my name is Jack Jennings and I'm very pleased to tell you about my new band Nataraja. This is an interesting group that takes Indian classical music as the basis for its material, but then expands that into a rock context using electric guitar, bass, drums, and even modular synthesis to create the drones that you'd normally have in Indian classical music. We've got modular synthesis creating that kind of texture. So it's a pretty unusual group, and I'm very pleased to say that we've got our first gig in Bristol on the 14th of December at the Cube Microcomplex. It's a brilliant little venue, so hope to see you down there. On drums and bass we've got Andy Edwards and John Jowitt, and these two are pretty legendary in the UK prog scene, playing with bands such as IQ and Frost. And with modular synthesis we have Richard Boxley, and he's got a very unique setup using different tone generators and all of these analog units that he's patching together to create these really interesting textures and drones, adding a completely different dimension to the music. I play Indian classical music but adapted to the electric guitar, so it's a pretty unusual group, and I'm really pleased to be developing this material now with like-minded musicians. The idea for this band came after me and Andy played together just guitar and drums. We just met for the first time and played, and we had the idea to develop and take it further. And I'm actually playing a very traditional form of Raag Bageshree, just playing things that you take out of sitar repertoire but doing it on the guitar. But the feel that Andy's incorporating with the drums, more of a jazz rock kind of aesthetic in there, creates a different type of sound. So let's just have a little listen to this. The next thing that we played was Raag Jog, which is another traditional Indian rag, but it's an original composition that I've put together on the guitar, and just the nature of Raag Jog has more of a sort of blues sound to it, so that kind of took us in a bit of a different direction and kind of opened up things a little bit more. So I was really excited after the session with Andy. I felt like it really helped me to break into a way of playing that you just can't do unless you've got a great drummer in the band. It's also been very interesting to create material to help the different elements of the group come through. So this little clip that you're going to hear of an original composition called Spirit at Play, you can hear the modular synthesis actually sort of bubbling away, playing these different counter melodies. Richard was able to program a scale into his devices that matches with the riff that we're playing, but it randomly generates these different melodic lines that just come in and out of the arrangement, so it's a very interesting kind of fresh sound it's creating. So I'm really looking forward to this first gig. There's always going to be a lot of improvisation, a lot of spontaneity with this group. We've got a framework that we're using to guide us through the whole concert, but really all kinds of things could happen that we just couldn't plan. So it's going to be really interesting to see what kind of surprises we get on the night. There's going to be a lot of fireworks on display, that's for sure. So looking forward to seeing you there if you can make it. It's Bristol Cube Microcomplex on the 14th of December. Hopefully see you there.